Welcome back. This is Dan Havey with Real Network Marketing Secrets, and in this video we're going to continue with our auto recruiting funnel, and we're going to get into setting up our account inside of ClickFunnels. So what we want to do is we want to just scroll back down the page, and you're going to get down to the part here where it says resources, and you're going to have the funnel template here, and you're also going to have the email sequence template here as well. If you're in Prove It and you need to send off your funnel to compliance, you can just click here and send them an email. And then down at the bottom, I hadn't pointed this out earlier, but Steve went through and actually built out this entire funnel live. I think it was sometime last summer. And he's got 4 different videos here, each of about an hour and a half long. So if you're a real diehard and you want to learn how ClickFunnels works and how he built this funnel, you got about 6 hours worth of training you could go through here. It's very, very in-depth. And if you're really interested in building funnels, this would be the place to go. But for us right now, what we want to focus on is really getting this up and running as quickly as possible. So what are the minimum number of things that we need to do to get this funnel turned on so you can start sending people to it and getting people signed up as quickly as possible? I know with a lot of MLMs, they give you a bonus if you bring in a whole bunch of people in the first couple of weeks, in the first 30 days, whatever it is. So we want to do what we need to do to get this thing turned on and running in a matter of just a couple of days. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our funnel template. Now, of course, I already have a ClickFunnels account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to open the link in an incognito window so that I can create a new account inside of ClickFunnels just to show you how to download this funnel. So we clicked on the link, it brings us to this page. And what's really cool down here at the bottom, they just started doing this, is when you hover over these images, it shows you a large image of what the pages are going to look like inside of your funnel. So that's a really cool thing to do there. So now let's just go up and let's just put in a fake email address. And we're going to say start our free 14-day trial. So again, we want to get this going as quickly as possible. And you're going to get yourself a free 14-day trial by clicking on this button. And what I would suggest is that you go with the Edison suite for that first 14 days. Part of the reason why is because you're going to want to be able to have access to that email sequence. And the only way you can get that activated is by having the Edison suite. Now, it is $200 more than the regular ClickFunnels account would be. So if after 14 days, if you say, no, I want to use MailChimp or any other autoresponder or anything like that, you can do it. But during the 14-day trial, sign up for the $297, sign up for the Edison suite, and then you'll get access to those emails. You can download them, you can look at the videos, you can do whatever, and then be able to copy them out and put them into your other account. So that's what I would do, is I would go with the $297 plan to start with. So now let's get back out of this incognito window and let's just click on this and let's see what it looks like as it goes into my account. And yours will look exactly the same once you go through and you put in your credit card and you sign up. So it says right here, shared funnels being processed, and you can view the funnel by clicking on right here. But now let's just go look at all funnels, and I'll show you where it shows up. You should, of course, only have one funnel in your account unless they put in some free funnels for you ahead of time. I'm not really sure. I signed up for this years ago. So right here, you should have a folder called Shared Funnels, and the funnel is right here, and it has 5 steps in it. So in order to get your account rolling, let's go up here, and you won't have a face up here yet. You'll just have a ghost image, I think they call them. And so let's click on our account details. And you want to go through and set up a couple things in here. Let's just go to Profile first. So you can upload an image, you can put in your name, your email address, your home address, your business address, whatever you want to put in here. Put in your shirt size because they will send you a nice shirt. You can change your password, set up your time zone and languages, and a whole bunch of other stuff on this page. And I just want to let you know that everything you see on all these pages, I have very in-depth training on all of this for ClickFunnels inside of my CF Ninja Hacks membership program, and it's under the Hacks 101 tab, and I have just hours and hours and hours of video walking you through everything you could possibly need to ever know about ClickFunnels. But let's go back up to the top, because what we really need to work on right now is our ClickFunnels subdomain. Every account inside of ClickFunnels will have its own subdomain. So you can actually run all of your funnels off of this subdomain. You do not have to create a custom domain at all. And I would strongly suggest that during that first 2 weeks, you just focus on getting the funnel up as quickly as possible and getting people coming to the funnel and getting them to sign up. And then at some point down the road, after the 2-week trial is up, or once you really got everything else set up, then you can worry about your domains. And again, I have more training on how to set up your domain, but you're going to want to just type it in right here. You may need to try a couple different versions of what you want your subdomain to be, because what it'll end up being in my case here is real-marketing.clickfunnels.com will be my subdomain, and then for every page within my account there will then be a slash and some other words after this that's known as the path. And again, it's nothing you need to worry about right now as you're getting this set up initially. So put in a subdomain, test it a couple of times. Normally it'll take you probably a few times. There's at least 65,000 people who currently have subdomains inside of ClickFunnels. So it might take you a while to pick out the exact subdomain you need. But when you're done, just click on Save. Once you're done there, come back up. Let's go to our funnels. And it'll bring us back to the page we were on before, and we want to go back into our funnel again. And we want to come up and click on Settings. And as of right now, just to get this going, we want to change out what is our SMTP configuration. And so what we want to do for that is we're going to go back up to our face again. We're going to scroll down to SMTP, and this time I'm going to open it up in a new window. And because you went on to the $297 plan, you get 3 SMTP integrations into your account. What SMTP is, it stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. And what it is basically the mailman who takes your email that you're sending out of ClickFunnels and then delivers it to the consumer. So it's an intermediary program, essentially, that just delivers your email somewhere else. Now, because you signed up for the $297 plan, you're going to have Actionetics available to you. And so that is really, really simple to set up. Again, I'm trying to get you guys going as quickly as possible by giving you the easiest setup possible. So in your case here, you would not have anything on this page, and there'll be a button somewhere, I guess up here, it says Add Email Integration. And let me show you what one looks like once it is fully set up. Okay, you'll come in and you'll just give it a title. I have mine CF Ninja Hacks Internal. I mean, you could just call it Actionetics. You could call it anything you want. Name, email, address. Very, very simple stuff. Do you want this to be your default integration? The answer is yes, because it'll be the only one you'll have at this point. And then in here, you can put in your SMTP footer, which would be the footer that's going to show up on every single email you send out. Now, I'm going to shoot some video later showing you how to set up an email footer directly inside of the email itself. But if you don't want to do that, you can just simply put in here your name, your address, if you have any links to a privacy policy or anything like that, and then the all-important hashtag underlined sub hashtag, and that will put in your unsubscribe link that is required for CAM spam compliance here in the United States. And when you're done, you're just going to hit your Save SMTP integration. Once that's complete, you can come back to your SMTP configuration and you can click on it, and you'll only have one in here. You want to refresh this page, of course, and you'll come in here and you'll just pick that integration and you will be good to go. There's nothing else at this point you need to set up on this page. Again, later on, you're going to want to put a favicon URL in here, and that would be like this little flame thing that Steve's got up on here. But if you don't have one, it will just give you the default ClickFunnels favicon. But again, I have other training. I'll show you how to set that up. But again, that's nothing to worry about in the first 2 weeks. We just want to get you rolling as quickly as possible. And so after you got your SMTP set up, you're just going to come down and click on Save and Update Settings. And now the last thing I want to walk through is going back into the Hack MLM site, and we're going to upload our email sequence now. Just like before, you're going to see the bars going across the screen. And it'll now be the second one here, so our recruiting funnel sequence, and we'll just click on View the Funnel, and this will take us inside of Actionetics. and you'll be able to see your entire funnel right here on the left-hand side. Now, where you get to this is you come up to Actionetics at the top. Again, this is why you definitely want to get on the $297 plan while it's free for those first 2 weeks. We're going to Actionetics up here at the top. We're going to come down to Follow-Up Funnels. And again, it should be under your Shared Funnels folder. And if we scroll down the page, for me, it's going to be way down here at the bottom because I have so many other shared funnels. But this should be probably the only funnel that you will have in your account. So let's just click back on it again. And it is here, and it shows all the steps. And I'll have another video going through this in much more detail. But it says that on hour 0, so as soon as somebody applies, they're going to get the first email. Then 1 day later, they're going to get the second one. And then you can see here 36 hours and day by day by day. And then at the very end, all these up here are all emails. And at the very end of this sequence, it then takes that person and then moves them to another list, which we call our Seinfeld emails, which are basically just your average email that you're going to send out to people on a daily or weekly basis. So that's it for right now. I just wanted to show you the very minimum you needed to do to be able to get your site up and running as quickly as possible so that you can hit the ground running and maybe just, I mean, seriously, you could get this whole thing set up in a matter of a couple of hours if you go through and just listen to what I'm saying and just do the very bare minimum to be able to get this thing up and going. So in the next video, we're going to jump into the very first page of the funnel and go through what changes you might want to make in there and show you a little bit about how to use the editor. So until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.